Hey guys, so this is going to be my battery relocation video to just basically show you exactly what I did. There's many ways you can do it. Um, I just opted for what I felt was the cheapest and easiest way to go about doing it. Um, what I ended up doing was relocating this ABS in the factory battery tray location, so that forced me to have to relocate the battery somewhere else. So it's now in the trunk, and what I ended up doing was uh, here, I'll just go to the trunk so I can show you what I bought. I bought, obviously, my battery. I believe it's a 34-inch 2-gauge universal ground. Got it at AutoZone. Price I don't know off the top of my head. It wasn't that expensive. I got a 2-pack of these 2-gauge battery, what are they called? Cable lugs, with a 3/8 post to pass through the stud here. Battery box, also from AutoZone. And then this 2-gauge wire I purchased from Lowe's hardware store, or yeah, I guess it's a hardware store. 11.5 feet. I did not know that Lowe's had various cable that you can get cut down to length, custom lengths. So that was pretty cool. It was really cheap. It was only like $1.09 per foot. So I used 11.5 feet. I ended up cutting it down, and I think, or no, maybe about 13 feet. And I cut it down to about 11 or 10 or 11 feet. So buy 13.5 feet to be safe, and you'll end up cutting maybe about 1.5, 2 feet of it off. So yeah, as you can see, I connected both ends. I started on one end and didn't connect both ends at the same time because I knew I was going to end up cutting it down. So I started with this end, and this line right here, or this further cable right here goes to the starter, and this cable right here was the factory hot wire that went to the power wire. So both of those wires went on top of the positive terminal of the battery. So in essence, those were always going to stay together no matter what, whether the battery was staying in this tray or was going to be back in the trunk. So in my mind, all I'm doing is relocating the post from here over to the trunk. So I merely just connected this side of the new wire, and I ran it through. There's a rubber grommet that goes into the firewall on the passenger side. You can't see it because if you take this cover off here and you take out this cover here, it will reveal the chassis metal. So I just basically plumbed the line all the way down. The seat's out. I still haven't put it back in. This cover right here, this door cover, also just pops right off. You just want to pull this weather stripping out, and then it's just a snap clip. If you just pry it outwards, it'll pop right out. So then I ran the cable along under the seat belt. Again, you can't see it because it's all back together, but then if you take all of this out the same way, it just all unclips, pulls out. Seat obviously unclips right out. You might be able to see. No, you can't even see it. It's tucked behind here. So it comes up, and about right here, there's a hole right behind this seat that leads into the trunk. So then you just feed it through. And if you can kind of see, let me see if I can get my camera to focus. Probably not. Anyways, there's a hole that comes right through there. And basically I just cut a slit in my trunk liner. Hopefully I'll go back together nicer than this, but nothing's kind of holding it in. But anyways, you get the idea. You cut a slit through the side. I ran this ground to the coilover shock, the shock tower where the coilover passes through. So that's grounded to the chassis. And then after I figured out how much length I would need coming out here, I shortened it, added the lug, crimped it, and heat shrinked it. And so that's connected. Right now it's just disconnected so I don't kill the battery. And that's pretty much it. Total cost, probably looking around 50 to 70 bucks all said and done, not including your battery. And as you can see, it's freed up a lot of space. Pretty much the whole passenger side is bare now, aside from the DRL module and, you know, just this part of the chassis harness, which I'm not too concerned about.